In this video, we're going to talk about the 5 worst things about living in Yulee, Florida. Secrets revealed. Now, to my local yokels who know about the area, there may not be secrets to you, but for my folks who are out of town, who are out of state, coming from all over the country, United States, they're definitely going to be secrets. I know you're hearing a lot about Yulee, Florida, so let me just go ahead and let it fly. Number 1, it's a very small population. You're roughly 28,000 people in this small town. If you're used to a big city, if you're used to tons of folks running around, Yulee is not your spot. It may not be a secret, but just letting you know it's a small population, not a ton of folks living here. You can get to and fro, and you're traveling pretty easy. So it's not an area that is overly populated. And another thing that I'm gonna share with you though is even coming from Jacksonville to Yulee, it's really rural. You'll think you're out in the country somewhere, unless you're coming from the highway. But you're definitely through the back roads coming to Yulee. It's suburban areas when you're leaving Jacksonville to Yulee. So it just gets more rural, more suburban when you get to Yulee. So that's just something to pay attention to with the population. So that's number 1, small population. Number 2, believe it or not, with all the exponential growth in this small town, you're seeing traffic, a lot of traffic that most of the locals aren't really used to. So it can lead to some traffic jams. It can lead to some erratic driving, which anywhere, it's normal anywhere, but in this small town, you're getting more and more traffic. You're getting more and more growth in the area, them building houses, adding new businesses. So folks are experiencing these different things that's going on. Definitely the traffic can get backed up. So the city of Yulee is working on it, but a lot of times the growth exceeds the preparation, the roads and everything. So just be careful with the traffic in and about these small towns, the cities. What I've noticed, one of my buyers who previously bought a house recently, I'm turning into their area to buy a house where they bought a house, and it's just like, you have to go slow, the roads dip down, you're going through rocks, grass, and you're just like, what's going on here? So a lot of things have not been built up there. A lot of times that can create traffic issues. So just be prepared with that. It's something that I'm noticing. I'm in and out of Yulee in that area in Nassau County all the time. Then before I get any further, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, check out some of my other videos about Yulee. I got some interesting things coming out about it. I help people when moving to Jacksonville and surrounding areas, and love to help you out if you're moving to the area. My name is Artie Cox, a local realtor here at eXp Realty. But number 3, I may be telling on myself with my age now. So what I'm gonna say is there's no indoor mall. There's no mall, as far as I know, in Nassau County. Definitely not in Yulee. Now, they do have the outdoor malls. You'll have your Ross, you'll have your, restaurants, Chick-fil-A and these other restaurants, gas stations. They have a movie theater, mom and pop shops, but there's no real indoor mall. So comparing it to Jacksonville briefly, Jacksonville, they have the Regency Mall, which is outdated, but you have the Orange Park Mall, you have the Avenues Mall, and of course you have the St. John's Town Center, which is kind of outdoors, but there is no mall. So that's something that for a lot of folks who grew up on malls, you don't have that ability to walk around inside like that unless you're going to a gym or something like that. So I think that takes away from Yulee, in my opinion. I think it was always sort of like a hangout, a place to go and hang out with your friends. For folks who were shopping, you could always go to the mall and find things. And of course, you can go to, the outdoor stores and whatnot. But a lot of times what happens, what I notice is just more cars are out and about. It's more stop and go. It just creates a lot of times more accidents. Really needs to be, but if you have a spot where you go to a mall, you park, you can go inside, you're in the AC, everybody congregates in one spot. I think there's something to be said about that. So as you can tell, I'm a fan of malls, but Yulee does not have that. Please, if you know of something maybe something similar to that in Yulee, let me know. Shoot me a comment, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't see that in the Yulee area, Fernandina Beach, Amelia Island. I see outdoor stuff, I see beaches, I see a beach community, I see a rural area. So, that's kind of what we got going on there. Moving on, number 4, it's kind of like in Yulee, and the residents, they may not like this, but I'm just gonna tell it like it is. I see it as sometimes like a pass through Fernandina Beach and Amelia Island. Of course, Amelia Island is a destination spot with their beaches, Fernandina Beach area with their beautiful historic downtown area, old time shops. And so a lot of folks travel to go to Amelia Island, travel to go to Fernandina Beach. So Yulee is sort of like afterthought for some folks. And it's just a quick pass through. So, sometimes when people kind of feel that way, sometimes maybe funding and things of that nature are not given to a certain area, it kind of gets a bad taste in people's mouths. So, it's just not like, Amelia Island or Fernandina Beach. What is Yulee? Other than them building a bunch of new houses and, new stores, new restaurants. But of course, we know it's more than that. But those are things that sometimes folks from the outside will just see it as just a pass through to their vacation destination. Okay, and number 5, again, I may have touched on it a little earlier, but again, it's very rural, it's very suburban. A lot of where some homes are where there's no HOAs, meaning there's no homeowners association, where there's just a bunch of different homes on the street. You're not gonna see a lot of lighting. So what that means is if you don't know where really you're going, you could just be anywhere. You can get lost. That's one thing that with it being a more rural area, when you get off the beaten path, you can't see where you're going a lot of times, and you have to really know where you're going. And GPS, of course, GPS works and all that, but it's just one of those things that you need to pay attention to. What I found in a lot of these rural areas that's out and about, suburban, and even some parts of Jacksonville, your cell phone doesn't work as well. You miss some things. I do open houses at certain houses in certain areas of Yulee, and believe me, I can barely get any, cell service. I get calls and stuff, but just with my internet and things like that. So those are some of the things that I would say that's revealed about the Yulee area. So please give me a call, shoot me a text. If you're thinking about moving to the area, I'd love to help you out. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. If you maybe have some secrets revealed, some things that you know about Yulee that maybe I don't know about, drop them in there in the chat, in the comments. Love to know about it. And again, thank you for watching, and check out some of my other videos about the Yulee in the Nassau County area, Fernandina Beach, Amelia, all of that. So love to help you out. Thank you so much.